Hello, James at Winter Park Roofing. This is Joel from JND SEO. We spoke briefly on the phone today, and I told you I'd send you this video over. So I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. And I don't want to waste your time, James. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you want to hear more information, let's set up a 10-minute phone call. If not, no problem. There's free tips in here that you guys could apply to your site. All right, so I'm looking at your page here, and the first thing I do want to talk about is your site is actually not secure. So that does leave you at some risk. The other thing it does is it does hurt you in Google rankings. So if somebody is searching for, let's say, roofing services in Winter Park, you're less likely to show up or anywhere near the top because of that. So that is one thing. It's just all it is your SSL certificate. It could be replaced. So just looking at your content, though, that's what I'm looking for, to try to find out how many words are on your page, right? And you guys do have a little bit about your services, a little bit about why choose you, and some roofing, different roofing problems. So you guys probably have, I don't know, maybe 300 or 400 words on here. I like to see 1,500, and that's just because that's the number you really should have for Google in order to rank a lot higher, right? And to be honest, the truth of that is 99.9% of businesses do not have that. And so it just sets you apart. And so it actually makes you stronger than them. The other reason, though, it's really good to have a lot of content is that the more content you have on your page, the more keywords you can put into that content. And so I put in, just as an example, roofing Orlando, Florida. And the first thing you'll find with any search on Google is the ads at the top. People are essentially paying to be seen first, for new customers, because this is what a new customer would put in, roofing Orlando, right? If they knew who they wanted, they would put in a company name, but they don't. So they just put in roofing Orlando, Florida. Second thing we see on our search is the map section. Top 3 companies are going to show up in this little preview screen here. You could view all if you want to see all of them. And these are all based on citations. So citations are just when you get your business name, address, and phone number listed into a directory, such as Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, Yelp, Yahoo has a directory. Pretty much everyone has one, but there's a lot of directories. But that's just to name a few for you guys. After this, we're going to find our organic section. This is where we start to find the companies showing up with their websites, right? So, and all of these, they don't show up randomly. This is all based on Google's algorithm and formula that they use. And they're all in reference to this keyword or phrase we put in, roofing Orlando, Florida. So if we were ranking this keyword, right, number 1 would go to Orlando Roofing Company. Number 2 would go to Better Business Bureau. Number 3 would go to Home Advisor. 4 would go to Yelp. So Yelp, Home Advisor, and Better Business Bureau are actually all directories. So the only one that came up that's a company is Orlando Roofing Company. And there are 10 results per page. And I want you to remember that, because we're going to talk about that more in a minute here. All right, so I took your website, winterparkroofing.net, and I plugged it into a program I use called Ahrefs. I do notice you guys have your header on your page, so that's really good. And that just allows you to be found easier on Google, and it's also a way to get some extra keywords in if you wanted to as well. So think of the internet as kind of a popularity contest. Whoever has the most votes, they're going to get the most traffic, right? And that's going to be the most attention, the most views. And we're talking about websites, that's what you want. You want views and visitors. So right now you guys have 17 referring domains. These are just websites online that have links on them. When people click those links, it sends them to your page, right? So there's 17 sites, and you guys have 49 links on those 17 sites. Right now we're showing 0 keywords for you guys, which means you just aren't being found in any Google searches because you don't have any of those keywords. And these are what really do bring you traffic. So these 0 keywords are in as a result bringing you 0 visitors to your site. And this 0 visitors for the traffic is actually per month. So you're averaging 0 per month. So what I was going to show you these keywords, but since there isn't any to show you, I'm going to jump over to your competition, which is something else I was going to do anyway. But here's their site, right? And this is Orlando Roofing, one of the top results in the area. So you can see they do have, maybe a little more content. They don't actually have all that much either, to be honest. So they're probably not, they're not one that I would say is the best example as far as, 1,500 words, for instance. But what I do want to do is just go ahead and put them into Ahrefs as well. All right, so I've put Orlando Roofing Company into this program, Ahrefs, as well. You can see they also have their header up here with some potential keywords as well, or keyword phrases. They have 135 referring domains, sending them back over 2,000 links to their page. 303 keywords is what they can be found for in searches on Google and other search engines. And those 303 keywords are generating 907 visitors to their page every single month. So what I want to do is just click their keywords and we can kind of see what they're going after here. And this is a little tip. Whatever they have, you could have too, right? So it's a way to actually kind of see what the competition is doing, and you could apply some of the same things. Okay, so there's two different really types of keywords that I'm going to talk about here anyway. One of them is your own business name. So for instance, they have Advantage Roofing, right? Part of their business name. And 700 people do search it, and they're number 2 for that. So remember, there's 10 results per page. Then they come in 1 through 10, obviously, right? So number 2, that you want to be in the top 10. That's really good. So they're going to get a good chunk of that traffic, right? As number 2. But so people that search your name, they know who you are, right? So what that means, if they know who you are, that means they already know you. So those are going to be your repeat customers and referrals. But you also want to bring in new customers, such as Roofing Orlando. And this one has 150 people searching it every month. And they're in the first position for that. So because you're in the first position, you're going to get the biggest percentage of those people that are coming to the page. So that's why they really have so many. And they have more good ones, right? Like Roofing Repair Orlando. That's a great word. Roofing Contractors Orlando, Florida. Another great way of asking the same question, right? Contractor, contractors, right? This one has the S, this one doesn't. 50 more, number 1. But the key is you can see they're in the top, almost the top 5 for all these, except this one, they're number 6 for roof repair. But that's how you really get a lot of traffic. You want to get in the top 10, and then from there you want to get in the top 5 and then the top 3. So these are just some of the things that they're doing really well. And those could all be applied to your site if you just had some more content and some keywords in there. And then obviously if you wanted to get in the map section, we could add some citations. All right, so thank you guys for watching. Like I said at the beginning, no obligation. Take the tips if you'd like. If you want to hear more, let's set up a 10-minute conversation. Not a big deal. And all I do ask is I'm just going to ask you for some feedback. It's more personal than anything. I want to just know what you thought of the video. I'm always trying to improve as well. But I do appreciate your guys' time, and thank you today for watching, and I do appreciate it.